Hollywood Hills, starlight, socialite grills, heart-stopping thrill, looks that could kill, red lips, a lit cigarette, black dress, smoky silhouette, collecting our bets. she stops, nobody knows, vanishes like a ghost. Late night, Sunset Boulevard, headlights of luxury cars. Wherever you are, she's never too far.